Welcome back to the channel, Guitars, Mods, and Music. I'm Paul, Vita's behind the camera, and today we're going to talk about locking tuners, how they work, and decades-long misconception on what they do. Every time I do a video on locking tuners, or someone asks me if I can install locking and tuners, but they're not sure exactly what they do, that's not surprising. When they first came out, everybody had the same misconception. Back in the late 70s, the Floyd Rose locking tremolo system came out. The top nut lockdown and the bridge lockdown. Of course, back then we didn't have the internet. So every month a guitar magazine would come out, and we'd all run down and get the guitar magazine every month and looked for tablature in it and, you know, what the new things that was happening. And of course, you know, the Floyd Rose system was in there and everybody's like, whoa, this is cool. The problem with them was they's a bit of a hassle to string up and set up. So as much as they was great for heavy metal and just dive bombing, at the same time there was a bit of a hassle to have a string change, especially in the middle of a gig. Everybody was looking for something that would help with tuning stability, but would be easier on string changes. In the early 80s, 82, 83, maybe 84, somewhere in there, the locking tuners came out. And we was all like, cool, you know, we get guitar magazine. We still didn't have the internet. Get your magazine, locking tuners, and I want to say it was Sperzel, possibly, because everybody was talking about Sperzel locking tuners. That may have been somebody else, but you know, then they started showing up in the guitar shops, music shops, you know, and we all got them and went home and we're going, how do these things work? How do these lock your strings down? They don't lock your strings down. We had the same misconception that people are still having today, decades later. They don't lock your strings down. And there's many different types of them. You have the type that turn in the back. You have the type that the top turns. We'll go over that in a little bit. But how they work is this nut right here basically controls a clamp. You turn that down, loosen it up like that, it opens up that hole. You run your string, your bridge, whatever, you run that string right through the hole, you pull it till your string's tight, then you turn this nut up until it grabs a string. Now you don't have to crush it, you just, once it grabs it tight right there, you're good to go. You just start tuning your guitar up. That's it. You don't have a bunch of wraps around it. None of that. That's how simple it works. If you're at a gig or recording studio or something, you pop a string, it's real quick to change back out, no biggie. Run her in, tighten her up, pull her up to tune, snip off your end. Done deal. Everybody's making them now. You have the kind that have the nut on the back, and if you was doing a whole string change, what I do, I get all my strings off, I loosen up all the nuts, open up all them holes, and then I turn it, I would turn them all on my headstock to where the holes are lining up already. Then when I start stringing, I don't have to sit here and turn and mess around. I just run them right in, tighten them up, boom, 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 tune up, snip them off, time to go. A lot of people make different types. DRS has the types that you can take a pick or whatever. You don't even have to use a pick, or finger tight is all you need. Same thing. You loosen that up, run it through the hole, tighten her down, tune her up. These are some Fender ones here. The vintage style, same thing. This top turns, same deal. Same deal as the PRS. I believe these are the first ones that started coming out, the Sperzel ones. This is a 1984. There's a locking tuners that was coming out. So that's all there is to it. All it does is a quick way to change your strings. On your vintage style tremolo systems, you drop that bar. When you was all coiled up around the post, that would loosen up some. When it come back up, sometimes they wasn't exactly in line. It takes care of that. Now, do you need them? Do you have to have them? No. Regular old tuners, you know, a good tuner, regular tuners, after they're wrapped up and they're broke in good and you've whammied them a bunch of times, you'll stay in tune. But with these, you stay in tune a lot quicker. 45 minutes, 50 minutes, Well, with these, you stretch it a few times, you're good to go. 15-20 minutes, you're staying in tune, you're ready to record, whatever it takes. So that's all there is to it. No big mystery. We all had the same misconception when they came out. Me, all my friends, everybody. We thought it was some kind of locking mechanism that was going to be easier to deal with than the Floyd Rose system. Hope you found this video helpful. Have any questions? Leave them in the comments. We'll get back to you. Have a great day, great week. I'm Paul Hopley, and remember, play your guitars, mod your guitars, and make them your own.